welcome to a bonus coffee shot. I just couldn't resist covering this. Apparently, George Takei is very upset with William Shatner for going into space. How dare he? How very dare he? And boy, oh boy, did he just let it fly? So we're gonna take a gander here at this article. George Takei calls William Shatner unfit guinea pig after spaceflight. This was published by Nikki Gostin of Pagesix, and this is published October 14th. So today, Thursday, October 14th. So this is rather unseemly. It's not a good look, and we're gonna read here. George Takei's decades-long feud with William Shatner is rocketing into space. The Star Trek actor threw enough shade at his former on-screen captain to cause an eclipse as he dismissed Shatner's flight this week on Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin capsule and described him as, quote, not the fittest specimen. Wow. First of all, you don't need to call Mr. Shatner's health into question. That's not necessary. And second of all, it's more than just, William Shatner going into space. William Shatner played Captain Kirk. This is about that. And you know what, Mr. Takei? You really don't, you look rather green. He's boldly going where other people have gone before, snarked Takei, 84, when Pagesix asked him what he thought of Captain Kirk's brief trip Wednesday to the edge of space. Yeah, you're just angry that you were not asked. And do you know why you weren't asked? Because you make yourself look ridiculous on social media. I've read tweets from you, Mr. Takei, where you openly attack Amazon and Jeff Bezos and say that they're scummy people. And I guarantee you still purchase things off of Amazon, sir. I'm willing to bet that you still purchase things from Amazon. So I am very certain that is part of the reason why you were not invited, Mr. Takei. Also, Shatner paid. Quote, he's a guinea pig, 90 years old, and it's important to find out what happens, Takei added as he spoke at the opening of Thoughts of a Colored Man on Wednesday night. Sir, I was being tongue-in-cheek a little bit before, but first of all, you're only 6 years younger than Mr. Shatner. And second of all, with the, how could you say something like that about a human with the history of what happened with your people? Like, wow. How just dense can you be? Quote, so 90 years old is going to show a great deal more on the wear and tear on the human body. So he'll be a good specimen to study, although he's not the fittest specimen of 90 years old. So he'll be a specimen that's unfit. First of all, sir, that is just the most rambling sentence I've ever heard. And second of all, that's, again, you're referring to a human being as a specimen. It was not many decades ago, Mr. Takei, when people of your descent were being treated very similarly to how you're speaking to about Mr. Shatner, and Mr. Shatner's people were also spoken of that way. And that's how you're, wow. That's impressive. During his trip, the Canadian-born Shatner experienced a few minutes of weightlessness aboard the spacecraft and delivered a lengthy meandering monologue after he landed. It wasn't meandering. I listened to it. He was in awe. He was humbled. He was almost in tears. It was absolutely beautiful to listen to what he was saying. Just describing just being in the envelope of atmosphere and then out of the envelope of atmosphere and everything is just black. And he described it as a blue comforter. And it's whipped off the way you would whip off a sheet. And there's nothing but black. And is that what death is? It was profound. It was not, I would not call it meandering. Takei and Shatner have been feuding since the 1960s. Yes, they have. The two Star Trek stars have famously bickered for years, with Takei accusing Shatner of ignoring him on the set and even changing the script for Star Trek 6, sorry. So Takei's character, Captain Sulu, would not receive command of a spaceship. Wait, Star Trek... Was it Star Trek 6 or Star Trek 5 he's talking about? Yeah, Star Trek 5, sorry. But you got... Okay, George, your character got captaincy in the next frickin' movie... And I'm pretty sure I thought that I didn't think Shatner directed 5. Did Shatner direct 5? I'll have to look that up. But still, like, Mr. Takei, in all seriousness, sir, do you really think that that's becoming? Like, you'll never see this video, but I just, as a human being. And, as, knowing the history that your two people went through during the war, like, is that really the language you want to use when you're talking about... I don't care if you don't like it, right? There are plenty of people I don't like. But that's a little far, sir, and it is very unbecoming, and it is not a good look. Thank you for watching, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this bonus coffee shot, and I do hope you will return for a coffee stream in the near future. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.